Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is HD. This is the HD pregame show, and today we're going to be looking at the round of 16 HDH Invitational, the very last match, which is, excitedly enough, the most anticipated match. It is going to be Tasteless versus Day 9. That is right, the Plot brothers are finally going to be playing each other. No one has ever seen these two play, at least in recent times, so I think this is going to be a pretty awesome matchup. It is once again a best of 3 first map, Lost Temple. Day 9 versus Tasteless. I can't wait to get this underway, so let's go ahead and do it.
Hey guys, this is HD and I'm here with Husky. We are here for the most anticipated match of the entire HDH Invitational so far. At least that's the feedback that I've gotten. It is the Plot brothers, that is right, Day 9 Sean Plot versus Nick Tasteless Plot. So they're both going to be playing random. Nick is actually spawning as the green Terran at the 6 o'clock location. Day 9 is spawning as the yellow Zerg. I don't think I've ever seen a game between these two players before. And if you guys have been tuning into the Day 9 Daily, which is a very popular show, by the way, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, check out Day 9. He is the bomb. He is the most analytical commentator I have ever seen. He's got the knowledge of like a StarCraft professor. So if you guys want to learn how to really play the game, you guys got to listen in to Day 9. Anyways, in the Day 9 Daily, Day 9 talks a lot about his history as well as his brother, and there's just so much emotion that pitting these two players against each other is just going to be an absolute epic battle.
I cannot wait for this. I would have laughed really hard if Day 9 actually did some sort of 6 pool, but considering they are brothers, I don't expect any craziness. I do just want to say that this is the last matchup from our HDH Invitational round of 16, so only one brother can advance to the final spot of the into the round of 8, and so is it going to be Day 9 or is it going to be Tasteless? We're going to wait and see, and I do believe that they are in fact both playing random, and so we are going to see a bunch of crazy matchups, hopefully. And we don't have many Terrans left in the tournament, so always good to see a random player get Terran, because that's really kind of our only way to see it right now, except for Chthon luck. And the fast expansion is going to be going down for Day 9. That is going to be before spawning pool, so maybe he has a little pact with his brother that there's not going to be any kind of early rushes, or he is just confident in this very macro-heavy build. Going to be up to Tasteless to try and do a push here, and Tasteless not even deciding to wall in, which is actually less common against Zerg players, more common against Terran.
This is a big threat to Tasteless base here, not walling in. It's going to allow Zerglings to just kind of flood in and then harass Tasteless. So I'm not sure what the ideology behind that was. But Tasteless is getting a tech lab down. Keep in mind he's got the gas mining, so Reapers are a possibility right here. Day 9 sees this with his drone. So we'll see how he reacts to that. Otherwise, it could just be a Marauder build. I'm not sure. We do have an orbital command coming up. The drone going to work on the SCV. Keep in mind, you only have to auto-attack, and it automatically targets the worker, even if the worker's inside the building. So Day 9 here doing a good job with his scouting or a drone, excuse me. And it looks like a Reaper is coming out. So it is going to be a Reaper attack, and we'll see how many drones Tasteless is going to be to take out of Day 9's economy. Day 9. He does see the racks in the tech lab, but he doesn't see the Reaper yet. So he hasn't thrown any defenses. And keep in mind, because Day 9's got 2 bases, that it's going to be easier for the Reaper to harass. And an SCV also coming in here just to check things out a little bit.
It is really common for Terran players against these fast expand builds to actually put the bunker at the very edge of the creep. I don't know if we're actually going to see that now as the Zerglings have arrived, and so it's all going to be up to Tasteless Micro when he's harassing those Zerglings. The Reaper just 2-shot Zerglings very easily here, and he can dance up and down the cliff quite easily. So there he goes there, and he's got to try and kill some drones here. The Zerglings, additional ones, are spawning, and the bunker is just now going down. That is actually a little bit delayed here. This is very standard play, though, because you can put that Reaper in the bunker, and he is in range to throw his little grenades. He has one just hell of an arm to able to throw those grenades out of a bunker that far. But so far, the Reaper is up to 5 kills, just getting upgraded there to a Corporal, but the bunker rather, is forced to be canceled here, and so he needs to get a couple more kills for it to be worth it. One more drone, not too shabby there, as the harassment is going to continue. There is another Reaper, keep in mind, up here in the main. So he is trying to micro back and forth here. That Reaper not getting nearly as many kills, though, as I guess there was a rush build, but I think it's going to end right now. Day9 playing that out very well, getting those Zerglings, and if you keep him on the creep, you can protect most of your drones, but he did lose a couple.
He lost about 3 or 4 drones right there, and Tasteless still pumping out Reapers out of a one racks tech lab, and he's been pretty successful so far. I think even though he didn't wall in, look at this, whoa, throwing down 3 additional raxes and an engineering base, so it looks like he might be trying to do some kind of a quick attack here with some Marines. You guys might be wondering why not just throw 1 or 2 and put down a reactor. That's because if you throw down these additional raxes, that reactor just takes so long to build. It's actually faster in the short run to throw down additional raxes, so we might be seeing some kind of a short run attack from Tasteless as he gets those 3 raxes up. Tasteless, though, he knows about the Reaper, so he's throwing up some spine crawlers, and he doesn't know about the raxes, I believe. Yeah, taking a look at his vision, he doesn't know that there's a bunch of barracks being built here. So we'll see what Tasteless tries to do. He does have his expansion out, going out right now. Tasteless is a little bit behind in terms of economy, about average, actually, for both players. So it looks like Day9 able to fend off the Reaper rush initially, but look at this, 3 more Reapers coming in from the edge of the cliff, and they are going to pop off a couple more drones. Tasteless here doing a great job with these Reapers so far, definitely made them worth their while. And two Reapers still microing away from that lone Zergling. I feel like Tasteless could probably just auto-attack and kill most of them, but the Queen is going to come off, and the Reapers are going to be forced away.
That harassment is actually being extremely effective, continuing to do that. Usually you won't see Reaper harass last this long, but he is, got a taste of victory and is going to stick with it. And Day9, though, being very smart, he's going to be dropping that creep in his base, which gives the Reapers less surface area that they can actually run around on, or I guess kind of hover because they're pretty lazy. But either way, the Zerglings do get a speed bonus on that creep. And one thing to note is that Tasteless is indeed pumping out a bunch of Marines here, probably going to try and do an early attack like HD was saying. Unfortunately for Tasteless, he is actually supply blocked here for a couple of seconds, but when you do get those fast Reapers, you almost always get a fast expansion here, and Tasteless actually, he's supply blocked really bad right now. I don't even know if he's actually making a supply depot. I hope for his sake that he is, and it looks like he's just starting some there, so his worker count got to be a little bit lower because of that, but considering he did so much harassment there, he should be okay. He apparently knows about this Spire, or he doesn't know about the Spire, but maybe he just knows his brother well, as he is getting missile turrets up without having scouted that, so I think he will be okay from this Mutalisk harassment, but he is still supply blocked. This is actually really, really bad, as he did have a huge lead there, but now it may be tied up just a little bit, but the Reaper is still going to be out on the map scouting around, as it's going to be up, I guess, to Day9 now to try and do some harassment here, since he did lose so many drones. He's not even mining from about almost half of his minerals in his main.
I think and really wanted to play with this 2-hatch mutant and get 6 Mutalists out right when the second hatchery morphed, but unfortunately lost a lot of drones to that Reaper harass.